What's going on, guys? It's your boy Midnight coming to you live from where? The Midnight Cinema. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my review of The Wild Robot. Now, I want to put an emphasis on this. You know what? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. Forgot I left the door open. Okay. So, The Wild Robot. So Saturday, in early celebration of my birthday, I wanted to kick things off. My birthday is until this Saturday, the 19th. Mark that in your calendars, people. I took myself to go see The Wild Robot. Now, this has been talked about widely by critics as being considered the greatest DreamWorks movie of all time. DreamWorks' magnum opus. Is this truly the best that DreamWorks has ever done? I said, man, just based on the trailers, it was looking like they got something here. They really have something here. Again, and if you saw my trailer reaction, I said that it looked like a combination of Wall-E, Open Season, and The Trumpet of the Swan. Only the real ones have seen Trumpet of the Swan. I'm just saying, I'm throwing that out there. But yeah, that was just my take on it, just from the whole ordeal behind it. It's directed by Chris Sanders, and it's also executively produced. It's written by Chris Sanders, and it's based on a book, and it's executively produced by Dean DeBlois. Now, who is Dean DeBlois? If you know, he's the one who directed all the How to Train Your Dragon movies. And when you watch this movie, it has that How to Train Your Dragon feel, specifically the first one. Like, the feel is there. And there's a specific scene involving flight. When you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. And if you've seen the first How to Train Your Dragon, you'll know what I mean. So let's backtrack. Here. Do I think that this is DreamWorks' magnum opus? It's in the conversation. I genuinely, it's been a while since I've sat in a theater smiling ear to ear, overcome with just these joyous emotions, because of the themes in it, the story, the characters. I think it just hits on all notes. I believe this is your best animated feature winner right here. Oh, but it's tough. It's gonna be one of those years where it's like it's DreamWorks versus Disney, because I saw Inside Out 2, which I have to do a review for. About 2 weeks ago. Finally watched it. And it's very, very close. It's very close. And I loved Inside Out 2 so much. It was so good. But I'm giving The Wild Robot the edge here. I think not that Pixar is not original with what they've done. Obviously they built on that world in Inside Out. And considering the fact that The Wild Robot is also based on a book, but it's just bringing it to the big screen and making it like the look of it all. The animation is stellar. It's top tier. The water alone is just phenomenal. Like, the way that the characters are drawn and animated, it draws you in. And it's like the themes of this robot is asking these questions like, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? I'm programmed to do a task, but what happens when you kind of go against what you were made to do, but you're called to do something else, something greater than yourself. It's crazy because it's Razum 7134. That's the name of our main character, played by Lupita Nyong'o. Found her opening up in this box, and she's going throughout the woods trying to essentially say, well, I'm here to do my task. And all the woodland creatures are all so angry and pissed off because you keep waking us up, disturbing everything that we're doing, and causing destruction everywhere you go. Eventually, I don't want to spoil this story point, but she comes across a gosling that you see in the trailer that she ends up raising alongside a fox named Fink, played by Pedro Pascal. They end up naming the gosling Brightbill, played by Kit Connor. And pretty much they're just trying to teach him how to get ready for the migration. I feel like this movie is also what migration was trying to be, without the sci-fi and robotness of it. It could have gotten there, but that's a whole other thing. Migration was, it started off, had me in the first half, not gonna lie. And then the second, it was just like, oh, geez, no. Anyways, so again, the way that it continued throughout with their story, and then the building of all of these friendships throughout the woods and having to come together, and again asking the questions of like, I mean, it's not even asking the question, it's more of a movie that the world needs to see, because there are things at play that are greater than ourselves, where we need to be able to come together and put all the hatred down, put all the vitriol, the animosity, like put all that away, and let's just be as humanity, you know? And that's kind of what The Wild Robot is. It's so deeply layered. It talks about elements of sacrifice and having to sacrifice things to be better for others in a way, or sacrificing things within yourself so that you can grow, actually. The hard work aspect of things, and how sometimes life, you may not be dealt the greatest hand, but if you play your cards right, you meet the right people in place, you can get to where you need to be, no matter how small you are, no matter how big you are, no matter how light you are, how dark you are, no matter any of that. It's crazy. And I love this movie from, like I said, top to bottom. And Chris Bowers, let me tell you something about that score, bro. If this score is not nominated for an Oscar, I'm losing my mind. I kid you not. I'm losing my mind, because every song, every theme had its purpose and its place, and it fit everything so beautifully. And it's something fantastic when you can take imagery and sound and put it together and have this emotional experience that may take place where it's like that. I mean, especially on a big screen like that. I mean, it's phenomenal. Like, it's so good. There's several themes that I love. There's non-negotiable. There's the migration. There's I could use a boost. There's I have everything I need. Oh, I have everything I need. Oh my goodness, there's Roz's theme. There's even the song by Maren Morris. Maren Morris has two songs in this. I think it's like one is titled Forever, or I Can Live Forever. And then there's Kiss the Sky, which I love. Kiss the Sky is really, really good. And the way it plays into this one sequence, oh my goodness. There's a bird played by Ving Rhames. And I said, you know what? I wish DreamWorks had called me, because I would have voiced this bird myself. Like, I mean, as soon as it speaks, it's like, damn. But, this movie's fantastic, man. It's definitely up there. I'm rooting for this movie all the way through. If Inside Out wins, I'd be happy to. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, it's tough this year. It's tough. It really is. So to me, what DreamWorks is able to do, and this is the thing that I love about them, is that, and even Pixar themselves, they show that animated movies are not always necessarily kids' movies. And that's the genius of what Don Bluth was doing back in like the 80s and 90s, where he was trying to show people, like, listen, kids can have these tough lessons if you give it to them the right way, if you teach them the right way. I mean, look at The Land Before Time. Look at Balto. Look at An American Tale. Look at Secret of Nim. You know, films like that. Like, yeah, I mean, they're heavy movies, but they're able to teach kids hard lessons, but in an appropriate way, and in a way that makes sense, that they won't like shy away from it completely, you know? And then you can go back as an adult, watch it again, and appreciate it. And I think this is one of those movies. I think that it shows that there's a difference between just strictly kids movies and family movies. And this is a family movie where everyone should come together and watch this, again, as a family, sit down and take and glean everything that they can from it, because thematically, musically, emotionally, the animation, illustratively, it hits on everything. There's a reason this thing has 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's making more money than Joker probably does, because Joker wanted to essentially just capitalize on the fact that it made $1 billion. You take this work right here, bring it to the big screen, and it's like, whoa, this is something we've really never like seen before. Really, like as you keep watching it, it's like, this is really nothing we've ever seen before, especially with the animation style. It's phenomenal, and I love the direction that DreamWorks is going as far as their animations are concerned. I also think that at the same time, they're kind of having their set animations for set franchises, which is really cool, by the way, which I love that. I mean, it's always kind of been that way, but I just love that for them. So I had to share that review with you guys. I cannot stop raving about it, and you need to go see it. It's already been announced for a sequel, which before I saw it before I saw the movie. I saw that it was announced for a sequel, and I was like, really? But now looking back, and at the same time, I don't think it needs one. Now, if Dean DeBlanc and Chris Sanders are teaming up again, I trust them enough with this for them to carry it all the way through. If they decide to fully commit to that sequel. But personally, I don't think it needs one. It's phenomenal. I loved it. But anyways, guys, I got to get on to class. I love you all. Stay safe. Enjoy everything that you are doing. And, hey, feel free to come back anytime. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Oh, wait, what's going on?
Y'all gonna check me out at these here socials. I'll see you all in the next one. And by the way, make sure that you stay tuned for all types of content that I got going on at this here channel. Remember, one pack, one nation, one smooth hell.